Bitcoin is currently retesting its April 2025 lows. Have a look at this chart. So here we have the lows of April 2025, which is basically around the current price at around $74,300. We know that at this price point, this was when Trump first introduced tariffs, which caused a massive downturn in Bitcoin's price here, before then creating a higher top at $126,000. And we are retesting this, so there's critical support at this point. Of course, if we go below this point, I think we're gonna quickly go down to around the high 70,000s, so the high 60,000s, low 70,000s for Bitcoin, maybe another $4,000 dump. But that is it. So we are retesting that level right now. It is of course strong support, and I think we're gonna find support here, especially because we have a CME gap open, and CME gaps we know are filled 95% of the time. They are filled. And look at this massive CME gap we have opened from last weekend, which is all the way from around $83,700 down to $78,000. So this is approximately, I think it's a $5,000 gap. We can see here it's about $5,200 a gap, which is a pretty big CME gap if you ask me. And as we know, usually they are being filled. And if we assume that this gap is being filled, well, then we know that we should be going up, fill that gap, and then also there's another CME gap here at $93,000, which we should also be filling. Now this gap we formed 2 weekends ago. It's a pretty small gap, but nevertheless, it is a gap. You can see there's a tiny gap here. And whatever the size of the gap is, we tend to fill it. And therefore, I think in the short run, we are very bullish for Bitcoin. Also, let's look at something called the RSI divergence. So I'm going to put the relative strength index on top here. And the relative strength index, okay, I can't put any more charts for some reason. Let me deactivate this chart so I'll be able to do it now. So the relative strength index is basically just showing us where the momentum is going in the market. So if the RSI is going up, it means we have more buying pressure. If it's going down, we have more selling pressure. And when the RSI goes in the opposite direction as the price, then this usually, this is a divergence, and usually that is a good thing. So usually the price follows the RSI. Let's put it that way. If we have a divergence whereby the RSI is going downwards, but the price is going upwards, then we will go down. But if the RSI is going up and the price is going down, we will go up because we follow the RSI. So look here, the price is going up, but the Bitcoin price is going down at a similar time. Actually here, the Bitcoin price is going down. And if we go to the 1 hourly also, we can also see a divergence here. It is the same thing. The Bitcoin's price is going up and the price is going down while the RSI is going up. So overall, just on the short term, I think mostly because of the CME gap, we are going to be going higher, especially we have this $5,000 CME gap. Now, another thing, let's point out to the long term, however, I think we're gonna go down. On the long run, we are gonna go down. Why is that? Well, let me remove that CME gap, the RSI, and now I can put over the halving cycles. We know that we are in a bear market right now, and let's look at this, okay? We are on the weekly chart right now, and we can see these are the halving events, the orange lines. Sorry, I keep on drawing these lines. So these are the orange lines, the halving events. And we know that usually we have a peak after the halving, approximately here 580 days. And then this time we had the peak also around 550 days after the halving. Now what I want to know is, when do we go down? I mean, usually we start going down around 80 weeks after the halving, right? Which is this 550 days. And from the point we go down, let's see how long it takes. Well, from the last time, from the top to the bottom, it took around 365 days. Look at this number where my cursor is, 365 days. We can go to the cycle before that and we can measure the same thing. So let's go to the top, and the bottom was around here, 371 days, 365 days. It's approximately 1 year. You know what? Let's go one time before that also, to the cycle before that. Where's the bottom? The bottom is around about here, I think. Also 390 days. So it's approximately 1 year from the top to the bottom. Now let's see where that would be. Assuming the top was here, meaning at around about 126,000. We go 365 days from there, and that will bring us right here. And that is in end of September, beginning of October of this year, 2026. So we don't have that many months left. We have about 8-9 months left for the price to go down. The best thing, however, I think we can do is to buy along the way. Look at this. Along the way, we don't know how far low we will go. We know approximately it's gonna be in end of September 2026, but I think it might not be a bad point to start buying. So if you bought, even if you bought here, look, you'd still be up at this point. If you bought here, of course you'd be up. If you bought here, you'd be up massively. So if you believe in Bitcoin long term, then you know that the further we go down, the more of a discount you're getting, and you should be buying Bitcoin. And another thing I want to talk about is, well, if we look here, obviously with the CME gaps, we have a pattern coming. So every time we have a top, this is the last cycle, we have a top, we go down, and then we have another pump upwards. Before then, eventually, everyone is selling, people are losing hope, and eventually the price is going down because people are just losing hope. As they're losing hope, they're spreading rumors, and similar thing is happening right now. Look, we go down, we have another quick pump up. People don't believe that we're going down yet. They say, no, Bitcoin, this can't be it. We're not in a bear market. But eventually people give up. As we can see right now, people are giving up, and then the price will drop very hard. You can see how fast the price is going down here. Similar thing I think will happen now. Keep in mind, we have the CME gap, so I think we're gonna have a quick up and then we go down further. Let's go to the time before that. Look, we went down, the end of the bull market. We went up quickly, then people lost hope, and we went down for the next couple of months. So same thing is happening right now. Also, one thing, in the market, in the news, people are talking about Epstein being Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder of Bitcoin itself, because of some email that they found in the Epstein files. Now, just to let you know, that is of course not true at all. The guy doesn't know much about Bitcoin. He might have just sent an email about what is Bitcoin, but he does not know how to code. He has nothing to do with Bitcoin. And as a reminder, whenever we start going down in price, people start having fears, right? They start fearing, they start spreading rumors, they start fudding and having doubts about Bitcoin. And it's every time the same thing. We had it 4 years ago when Bitcoin started dropping. We had it 8 years ago when Bitcoin started dropping. And now again, and there will be a lot more rumors coming and people saying that Bitcoin is going to zero and nothing will happen. And eventually, wait a year from now, you're gonna see that they were all wrong. So why would we do anything different than last time? It's a very simple thing to say, and it's true. Just keep buying if you believe in it long term. No news should really affect you too much unless some huge news comes out. And definitely, as we keep going down, keep buying Bitcoin. But like I said, long run, I think we're gonna go down over the next few months. In the short run, meaning the next few weeks, we are most likely going to be going up because of course, the CME gap. That's it for the video. Hope you guys liked it. Leave a like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.